2. Everyone wants to do 2. Sure. Because both of them are similar only.
Sir, 3 sir.
Okay.
0.2 plus
3.
0.22 plus 0.222 plus up to n term.
So, yep. So just try to see. I will just pick up any number from this, okay? In which 0.2222 it is coming I times. Okay. So how can I write this number? How can I write this number? Tell me, what is the value of this number? Can I write this number as 2222 I times multiplied by 10 raised to minus I? Can I write this number as this?
Yes.
Right? So what is the value of this number? 2222 that comes I times. It is 2 by 9 into 10 raised to I minus 1. Right? Multiplied by 10 raised to minus I. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? So it is 2 by 9 into, now you multiply this. So it is 1 minus 10 raised to minus I. Fine? Fine?
Yes, sir.
Or got it, right?
No, sir.
Got it? Not got it?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. No worries. See, I am just, you have this sequence, okay? 0.2 plus 0.22 plus 0.222 plus 0.4 times 2. Okay, so I'm just pulling out any number from this sequence in which 0.22 is coming I times. Okay. So when they are coming I times, so I can write this number as 2222 coming I times multiplied by 10 raised to minus I. Everyone got till here? Everyone got till here?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, great. So how can we write the value of this number? What is what is the value of this number in which 2222 is coming I times? It is 2 by 9 into 10 raised to I minus 1.
I
Right?
minus 1. Yes,
And it is getting multiplied by 10 raised to minus I. So you can just apply distributive property and send 10 raised to minus I inside the bracket. So it is 2 by 9 into 10 raised to I into 10 raised to minus I minus 10 raised to minus I. Right?
Yes, sir.
So what is this first term equal to? It is 2 by 9 into 1 minus 10 raised to minus I.
Yes, sir.
So this was what we had earlier also. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So basically I will take sigma of this. Okay. Sigma. I is going from 1 to n. I is going from 1 to n. And what is my inside thing? My inside thing is 2 by 9 into 1 minus 10 raised to minus I. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can take 2 by 9 common out. Okay. 2 by 9 sigma I is equal to 1 to n 1 minus 10 raised to minus I. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So how will you evaluate it? It's very easy. Just look into the concept. So you can just split it, right? You can just split it. So it is 2 by 9 into, what is my first sigma be? What will be my first sigma? 2 by 9. So it is sigma 1. I is equal to 1 to n minus sigma I is equal to 1 to n 10 raised to minus I. Right? So the first is very easy, right? What will be the first? What will be this first thing?
Sir, it is n, sir. N, sir.
Correct. N. And what about the second? Second is a bit difficult, but not just you just need to think how you can approach it. How can you do it?
It's a GP, sir.
Correct. It is a GP. So what is this GP? I will just expand this GP and write it for you. So first you substitute I as 1. Then you substitute I as 2. Okay. And you keep doing that till I is equal to n. So this is
Minus.
your GP. Right? This is your GP. So how do you write sum of GP? Anyone? Sum of GP. Sum of
A is
GP no one knows. A.
A.
So my A is 0.1. Right? Into
minus
R raised to n
Raised
minus 1 whole by R minus 1.
minus 1.
Fine. So this thing will be minus 0.9. Okay, minus 0.9. And this is, so I will write it as, I can write it as 1 minus 0.1 raised to n divided by 9. Fine. This is my second sigma. Fine.
Why A is equals to 0.1, sir?
Because the first term, A basically represents your first term of the GP. What is your first term? 10 raised to minus 1, right? What is 10 raised to minus 1? Tell me, what is 10 raised to minus 1?
1 by 10.
Sorry?
Sir.
By 10.
So 1 by 10 is 0.1, right? 1 by 10 is 0.1. Okay.
So how you get 1 minus 0.1 to the power n?
It is formula for GP. What is formula for sum of GP?
Is
Formula for sum of GP. It is
A
A
into
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 R
r
raised to
power
n.
of
R square minus 1 by R minus 1.
Correct. So your A is 0.1 and your R is also 0.1. Okay.
how
Why is repeating?
the value
Sorry?
of R, sir?
Okay. No worries. I don't know why this symbol keeps appearing on my screen. Wait a second. Okay. So, okay. So you haven't, no worries. So see, it is 10 raised to minus 1 plus, arey yaar, plus 10 raised to minus 2 plus 10 raised to minus 3, so until 10 raised to minus n. So do you realize it is a GP, first of all?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So you realize it is a GP. So if
Yes,
it is a GP, it should have an A and it should have a R also, right?
sir.
So what is its A? What is the value of its A?
0.1, sir.
And what is the value of its R? Value of R, common ratio? Value of common ratio, anyone? No one can tell. You can just divide. How much?
0.91, sir. 0.9.
0.91.
Yes.
Mori Maiya.
0.2.
0.2. Vignesh is not there today, है ना? Gayatri,
1, sir.
Bhavna. 1. Common ratio is 1. Okay, no worries. What is common ratio, first of all? Tell me. What is meant if I tell you common ratio? What does common
Difference,
ratio
sir.
mean? What is meant by the term common ratio?
Difference between A2 by A1 and A3.
Difference. Are you sure it is difference? Difference is in AP. It is ratio of two consecutive terms.
Yes, sir.
So what is the ratio of two consecutive terms that you take in this GP?
0.1, sir.
Correct. You can take 10 raised to minus 2 by 10 raised to minus 1.
Yes, sir.
10 raised to minus 3 by 10 raised to minus 2. 10 raised to minus 4 by 10 raised to minus 3. All this is equal to 0.1 or 10 raised to minus 1. So your common ratio is 0.1.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now, sorry? Okay. So this is your common ratio. So now tell me, what is your sum of GP equal to?
A
0.1. A
by R minus 1.
And 1
Right?
minus.
This also you can write, or you can invert it also as you wish. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now substitute it. Substitute A and R as 0.1. So it is 0.1
0.1 into 1
minus
minus.
0.1 raised to n divided by 0.9. Right? So it is 1 minus 0.1 raised to n divided by 9. Fine. This thing. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is your answer. So it is minus 1 minus 0.1 raised to n by 9. Achha, so you till now you weren't able to think that it was a GP. You were thinking of it as an AP. Were you thinking of this thing as an AP?
No, sir, it's GP.
Okay, so I guess some girl was there when I asked what is common ratio. So she told that it is difference of two terms. So, and I guess someone had answered 0.91 also. 0.9 will come only when you subtract the two terms. So please try to understand the difference between AP and GP. In AP, you take the difference of two terms and it is called common difference. In GP, you take ratio of two consecutive terms and call it as common ratio. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Fine? Okay.
So,
So everyone got it right? Now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how similarly you can do that second question also. Since you have got this one, so you can do the second one also, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. So just one more small question I'll give you before moving ahead. So it is basically sigma, okay. I is equal to 1 to n, okay. A plus ID minus D, where A and D are real constants. Can you do it? Can anyone do it, please? Can anyone tell me how you can? A and D are any numbers, okay? Any constant numbers. So can you tell me how you can take it sigma? So first of all, sigma I is equal to 1 to n A, okay,
A.
plus
Plus
sigma I is equal to
The
1 to n
Sigma.
ID,
DN
okay, minus sigma I is
1
equal to
I
1 to n.
and
D
So tell me, what is the first sigma equal to? What is the first sigma?
I sigma
I. How much? How
A
much? How much? Tell me, tell me. A
AN, sir.
into AN,
AN.
correct. Absolutely correct. And what is the last sigma? This is also very easy. What is the
A and
last
D
sigma equal to?
DN.
N into D
Dn, correct.
DN
DN,
Correct,
sir.
correct. And what about the center one? Center one is little bit tough.
ID and
How much? IDN.
ID and
No,
D
I is itself varying. I is varying, na?
So D into
DI
1
D
plus 2 plus 3 plus so
NDI
on to N.
Correct, correct, correct. So your center, your
3.
sigma 2 is basically D into 1 plus 2 plus 3 so on till n, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it is basically D into n plus 1 by 2,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is dn into n plus 1 by 2, right? Everyone
Yes.
got this? Okay, great, great. So now I am
Yeah.
asking you to take n by 2 common. You take n by 2 common from this whole thing. What happens when you take n by 2 common? So it is 2a plus d into n plus 1 minus dn. right? Oh, sorry, minus 2dn,
2D sir.
2.
correct?
Sir, minus 2D.
Second.
You have taken n common.
Oh,
No?
sorry. Yeah. Correct.
Minus
So it is
2D.
minus 2d, correct. It is minus 2d, correct.
N
Yep.
plus 1.
Right, everyone got it?
No,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
once again.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Right,
No,
you get it,
sir.
right? I am just, see, I have this thing, so I'm just trying to take n by 2 common out from each of these.
Yes,
So how
sir.
do you take n by 2 common? So you multiply it by 2 in numerator and denominator, right? 2, 2. So it becomes n by 2 into 2a. Same thing you do in the last term. You multiply it by 2 and 2. So n by 2, so it is 2d. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so just try to substitute the, like, just try to look inside the inner bracket. So it is n by 2 into 2a plus, how much is it? It is n minus 1 into d. You got it? Right? You take d common. So it is d into n plus 1 minus 2. What is n plus 1 minus 2? It is n minus 1. So you get this thing. Fine.
Yes, sir. Fine.
Distributive property. So what is this thing? If you look clearly, what is this thing? What have I derived? What have we derived
Sum of
in this?
Sum of
Sum of?
arithmetic.
AP, sir.
Correct. Sum of AP. And if you realize what was the term that I gave you inside? What is a plus id minus d? This thing can be written as a plus I minus 1 into d. What is this thing?
It is also
A
in
plus
sum of
I.
AP.
It
Is
is.
this sum of AP? Are you sure? Are you
Sir,
sure this
Yes,
is the formula
yes,
for
sir.
No,
sum
sir,
of
no, sir,
GP?
no, sir, no, sir.
sir,
It is not
last
sum
Sum
of.
of
AN,
AP.
sir.
It is the
yes,
term,
AN.
ith term of GP.
Sir,
yes,
I
sir.
term.
Ith term of AP. Right? So basically we have derived sigma AI of AP. Sigma AI is equal to Sn of
Yes, sir.
AP. Fine. We have derived this using this method, using the sigma method. Fine.
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
great. Really, समझ आ गया ना सबको?
Yeah,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
मेरे को समझ में।
Anyone who has not understood?
No, sir. समझ आया sir.
Okay. I guess there are some new people in the class today. Okay, great. So see, what we have done is using the sigma operator. Now I have derived to you the sum of AP also. Using ith term of AP, I have written, yeah, I have written the ith term of AP here inside the bracket, inside the sigma. And from that, I have derived using the summation. Okay, using summation only, I have derived now the sum of AP. Fine. Okay, so we will do just one last question of the same kind before moving ahead. So this question is a little bit uh, logical. You will need to think a little bit logical. So what is
Sir,
happening in this question? Yeah,
someone is marking lines on your screen. I can't.
yeah. I am not able to get how that is possible. Chandrika ma'am.
You have that option, sir.
Okay, where is it?
Yes. Someone is drawing, sir.
I am not sure. Where is that option? Like I don't know.
Especially your class, it has been, sir, that option.
Like for my class, it has been enabled or disabled.
Enable,
Enable,
sir.
sir.
Enable, sir.
अरे यार ये भाई सारी गलत चीजें मेरी क्लास में क्यों होती हैं? My class
Don't
is
indicate
always
sir.
it always happens in my class only.
कल भी ऐसा हो गया सर आपने रूम
Yeah. Chandrika ma'am, can you please help me?
Sir, I think we
Seems
choose the board, sir.
okay.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
okay, maybe. Uh, okay, so from
क्या था सर
tomorrow, I'll use some other board. Fine. Okay, fine. So, see, in this question, what is happening is you have 7 plus 57 plus 557 plus 557 plus 4 times 5 and then 7 plus so on up to n terms. Fine. Everyone got the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Everyone got the series?
Yes, sir.
Fine.
sir.
So how will you do it? So
Yes,
first
sir.
step is obviously to pull out any of these terms. Okay. So you
7,
pull
7.
out any of, sorry.
Pull out 5
Okay.
sir 1.
Array, no. Wait, Ra. I will tell you. So see how you can do it. You can just pull any random term from this series. Okay. So I am pulling out any term like this. So any term from this series will look like this. Okay. So assuming that it has I times 5 in front of it and at a 7 at its last, any random term. From the series. Fine. So I am assuming that it has 5 coming in it I times, and at last it has a 7. So now can you help me figure out what is the value of this thing? What is the value of this number in which 5 comes I times and 7 comes at the last? Can you help me? How can this thing be written as? So I can write this as 5 I times into 0 plus 7, right? I can write this as this, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of this thing? Can you help me? What is the value of this term?
5
First
by
of all
9
is 5 by 9 into
in
10 raised to I minus 1,
I
right?
minus 1.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone got it?
Yeah, sir.
Fine. Is it this thing? Are you sure? This is the final answer. Like this is
No,
the value of the question. Okay.
no.
So how much? What is the value of the first term? I am asking you the value of the first term. What is the value of first term? This first
0.
0,
Sir, 10, sir.
10,
Plus 10.
like
5
plus
by
10. Are you sure? Acha, okay. So
it's
50 is 5 plus 10. 50 is 5 plus 10. 550 is 55 plus 10.
No,
This is
sir.
what you. So what is it? Just think now. See, I am just telling you. It is 5 5 5 5. It is 5 is coming I times. Okay, and at last you have a 0. So when do you get a 0 at the last of any number? So you know the value of this number, and you have a 0 at its last. So just think, when is that possible? I give you any number. Okay, I give you any number. Like let me assume I give you any number. 7,
Multiplied by
8,
10
7,
sir.
9. Ah, yes, absolutely. Your name? Vignesh.
Yeah, sir.
यार एक ही बंदा आंसर देता है. There is only one
Sir, what's
boy
the
who
answer,
gives the
sir?
answer. It is multiplied by 10 plus 7,
सर इंटू
right?
10 से बोली थी सर.
तुमने प्लस 10 बोला था.
सर बाद
I
में
guess.
बोली सर फिर से.
हाँ तो बाद में क्या होता है वहां तो
पहले
in
हुआ.
when this question comes in JEE you will first do it wrong. Okay, no worries, no worries. So you are able to get it now, right? Why it is multiplied by 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, if I pull out any term, any random term from this series, so its value is equal to 50 by 9 into 10 raised to I minus 1 plus 7, right?
Yes, sir.
अब ये मत पूछना सर 50 कहाँ से आ गया, 5 multiplied by 10 is 50, right?
Yes.
Okay, so everyone has got how we got this thing. See, what is happening is 5 is coming I times, okay? And after that we have a 7. After that we have a 7. So what has happened? I have wrote this thing as the sum of two terms. So 5 is coming I times, then we have a 0 at last, and then plus 7. So this thing can be written as 5 by 9 into 10 raised to I minus 1. And since we have a 0 at the last, so I will call that thing, I will multiply it by 10 because we have a 0 at last, and then plus 7. So I will take the sigma 50 by 9 into 10 raised to I minus 1 plus 7. Can anyone tell me what will be the value of limit of I? I will run from which value to which value? Just observe it clearly and tell me. The value of I
And
will grow,
oh,
will
no, Susan.
go.
0, sir.
Correct. First will be 0.
Zero.
And what will be the upper limit?
And sir.
And
Sure.
Are you sure it will be n?
Sir, it's reason.
Sir, n minus 1.
Correct. Correct. Your name?
Bhavna, sir.
Bhavana.
Bhavna. Okay. Great. Yes. So now you have got it why it will be from 0 to n minus 1 and not from 1 to n. I had purposely changed the limit. Now everyone got it? Why it is from 0 to n minus 1 and not from 1 to n?
No,
Yes,
sir. One thing can you explain?
Okay, no worries. So just see what have we assumed our number. What have we, when I have taken a random number. So I have assumed that it has 5 coming in it I times and then a 7. Okay, I have assumed it to be something like this. Fine.
Yes, sir.
I have assumed it to be something like this. So if you look at the first number, your first number is 7, right? Your first number is only 7. So in that, how many times is 5 coming?
0 times.
So for the first value, I is 0. And in the last term, there are total n terms, okay? First term, then we have I is equal to 2, then we have I is equal to 3. Like that, I have total n terms. So it will end at I is equal to n minus 1. Fine?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
you.
So my limit
Thank
will
you.
go from I is equal to 0 to I is equal to n minus 1. So everyone got it right? सबको आ गया समझ?
yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now, चलो इसका कर ही देते हैं फिर.
50 by
Let's
9 sigma
50 by 9 sigma I is equal to 0 to n
0
minus
to
1.
n minus 1.
Okay. It is 10 raised to I minus 1 plus
Plus C.
sigma I is equal to 0 to n minus 1 into 7. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
chalo, sabse pehle. First, we will do the second sum. So, can anyone tell me what will be the value of this sum? This second sum. Second sum is very easy.
6n.
6 कहाँ से आ गया?
7 and minus
हाँ.
7.
7
7
and
and minus 7. 7 and minus 7. Everyone thinks 7 and minus 7.
yes,
No. No. It is not 7 and minus 7. Just look at it clearly. See what will happen. It is 7 plus 7 plus 7. Okay. How many times will 7 come?
0 times.
sir, n
0
minus
times.
1.
Are you sure it will be n minus 1 times?
Sir,
Just
n
look at it. It will start from 0. It starts from 0 and goes till n minus 1. So how many times is 7 coming?
Sir, n times. N.
Correct.
And
Sir.
So it is 7n. Not 7n minus 7. If it started from 1 and goes till n minus 1, then it will be n minus 1 terms. But it is starting from 0. So one term extra is there. So it is total n terms, not n minus 1 terms. Got it? Vignesh,
Yes.
Bhavna, Gayatri,
Yes, sir, I got it.
Ashrita, Manoj, Varshini. Navneet,
Yes.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Sir, understood.
Yes, sir.
see what is happening is it is going from 0 to n minus 1. Okay. It is not going from 1 to n minus 1. If it goes from 1 to n minus 1, okay, if it is going from 1 to n minus 1, then there will be total n minus 1 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that till n minus 1. But it is going from 0. So it is starting with one level further down. So it is total n terms. And you can just look at it here also. How many terms are there in total? There are total n terms. In the question only I have mentioned n terms. So there has to be n terms. Fine. Now discussing about this thing. Now this one. So it is 50 by 9. Okay. Sigma I is equal to 0 to n minus 1, 10 raised to I
9.
minus sigma. How much is it? Sigma I is equal to 0 to n minus 1
N
into
minus
1.
1. Yes,
Fine.
sir. Yes, sir.
So it is 50 by 9 into, what is the first sigma equal to? What is the first sigma?
Sir, it is in GP.
Correct. GP. So tell me, what is the GP? What is the GP?
A into R.
Are, what is the GP? Like, tell me the GP first.
10 item.
Sir, it could be 0.
Sorry? How can, like, what is the GP? I am asking you, tell me the terms of the GP.
1,
1.
1
Uh,
comma 10 raised to 2 plus 10 raised to 3.
Correct. Up to 10 raised to n minus 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And what is
sir.
the second
Sir.
sigma? What is the second sigma?
Sir, it is N.
Correct.
N, sir.
So now can you help me calculate the sum of this GP? Can
Yes.
anyone help me? How will we calculate the sum of this GP?
1 into 1 minus R power.
Correct. 1 into 1 minus R power n, right?
Sir.
So what
1
will be my
minus
value of? Correct. So what will be my value of R? Acha, okay,
10.
no worries. So first,
10,
10, sir.
10,
so see,
sir.
I'll just write it over here. It is 1 plus 10 square plus so on up to 10 raised to n minus 1. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So what is my value of A? Wait a
1,
second.
sir.
Shravani. Yeah, correct.
1.
A is 1. And what is my value of R?
10,
10.
sir.
10, 10.
And what is my number of terms?
N.
N term.
Correct. N terms. There are n terms, not n minus 1 terms. There are n terms. So fine. What is my sum? Sum is A into R raised to n minus 1 by R minus 1. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So it is A 1
1
into 10
10
raised
power
to n minus 1.
by 10 minus.
So it is 10 raised to n minus 1 by 9. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So it is 10 raised to n minus 1 by 9.
No.
Okay. And then we have minus n, 50 by 9.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is my first sigma. This is my value of first sigma.
So what about
Okay,
plus
and
7 and
yeah, I will write the final answer. Na? So my final answer is 50 by 9. Okay. 50 by 9 into basically this thing plus this thing. So it is 10 raised to n minus 1 by 9 minus n. Okay. Plus 7n.
Plus 7.
So this is my final answer.
Yes, sir.
Got
Yes,
it,
sir.
everyone? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Really? Got it? It was
Yes,
like
sir.
a little bit, it was like it required a little bit logic. Because what was happening was that like earlier till now you have just seen single digit coming many times, like 999 999. And what was happening here was at last you were getting one more digit also. So it was 757 double 57, triple 57 like that. Okay. Okay, great. So just one homework problem I will be giving you. So what is happening is I have S is equal to so I have what? I have S is equal to 77 plus 757 plus 75557 plus 75557 plus so on plus 7 in which 5 comes 98 times 7. Fine. So you need to find S. Everyone has understood the question?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what is happening is you are making a sandwich. Okay, a sandwich of 5 between 7 and 5, right? Between two sevens, you are increasing the value of 7. Okay. So first you have 0. So it is just 77. You don't have any 5. Then you are keeping 1 5. Then you are keeping 2 5s. Then 3 5s. Then 4 5. And it is happening till you have 98 times 5. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you will require, okay, you will require to like just increase your one step of logic from the previous question. In this, your 5 was coming just one side. Now your 7 is like your 7 was just coming at the end. Now what is happening is your 7 is coming on both sides of 5. So you will need to think about how to write the ith term. Fine, Vignesh,
Yeah, sir.
you can do it.
I will try, sir.
Okay, Gayatri, Ashrita, Rakesh, Varshini, Sravani, can you give it a try? Not now, but at your home later. Can you give it a try?
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
yes.
Okay. And see, when this answer comes, okay, when you get the value of S, so you have to represent it. You have to represent your answer in this format. Fine. Basically, when you add up these things and you get the value of S, so you will need to represent your value of S as a sum of this thing plus m by n, where it is coming 99 times. And you need to find m and n. Two numbers, m and n. Fine. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
if yeah. And by the way, I have reduced the syllabus of the test also. So yesterday, I guess many people were telling me that they had not studied functions. So for
Yes,
now,
sir.
only sequence and series is the topic for the syllabus of the test.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, no worries. Fine. So now you have clearly understood what is meant by the term sigma operator. Fine.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Okay. So today I'll be just introducing you to a very special series. Do you have the energy today, or should we do some more similar questions? Today, do
New
you
Yeah.
have
topic.
the energy to? Do you want to learn a new topic, which is like that topic is really important?
Yes, sir, we want.
Okay, great. So today we will be learning about Okay, so is this chapter completed in your college?
No, sir.
Okay, not done.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we basically have a series called AGP. Okay, arithmetico-geometric series. So what happens in this series is that the first term that we write. Okay, so I'll not currently give you the S value directly. So what happens is that it is something like A. Okay, then we have A plus D R square. Sorry, A plus D R. Okay, then we have A plus
A
D,
plus B R
A plus
square.
2D R square. Okay, A plus 3D R cube, and so
R
on.
cube.
So basically what is happening is in this thing, what is happening in this series is that how is this different from a GP? How is this thing different from a GP?
Multiplying with 2, sir. D.
So basically your value of A is changing. Your value of A. Okay, so in GP what was happening is you had AR square, AR cube like this. So your value
Yes,
of
sir.
A keeps on adding. Your value of A is going in a GP in an AP. Okay, so you can think of it as a combined value. So it is basically AGP, arithmetico-geometric series. So your value of A keeps on increasing in an AP format, and then you have your R square, R cube terms multiplied. Fine. So it is very easy, right? So can you think what will be the nth term of this? How can you represent the nth term of this of this
RN.
series?
RN square.
A plus ND into R to the power of N.
A plus A
N.
plus
ND
ND.
into R to the power of N.
correct. Correct. Okay, so this is how you represent the nth term. Now taking its sum, how can you take its sum? So if I try to use the same method I did earlier, if I try to write it as sigma and I try to split it, okay, so if I try to write it sigma, okay, so it will be sigma a raised to n plus sigma n d r raised to n. So even if I take my d outside, so I can take my d outside, right? So it is d n into r raised to n. So this first term is very easy. It is a GP. But what can you do about the second term?
AP.
Your second term is neither a GP nor an AP. No, it is not. It is n into r raised to n. So it
Yes,
is
sir.
basically, it is something like 1 into r plus 2 into r square plus 3 into r cube, so on. So it is neither an AP nor GP. So we have a special technique to take the sum of its n terms. Okay. Okay. So we have a special technique for that. What is that technique? I'll just tell you now, right now. So fine. So it is S is equal to A plus dr plus A plus 2D r square plus A plus 3D
plus 3D.
r cube, so on up to
R
what will be my last term? My last term will be A plus.
ND.
Are you okay? Just a second. I think we have made an error here. It should be n minus 1d, and this should be r raised to n minus. It is n minus 1d, and it is n minus 1. Fine. Because like if it is a second term, so my r power is 1. Fine. So it should be n minus 1 in place of n.
Sir, I didn't understand, sir.
Oh yeah, no worries. So can you tell me what is my formula for nth term of AP? In AP, an is what? It is a plus n minus 1 into d, right?
Yes, sir.
right? And what is in my GP? What is my nth term? It is A into R raised to n minus 1, right?
Yes.
Right? Right? So what is happening here?
Yes, sir.
It is an into R raised to n minus 1. So this an is in AP. So now basically it is nth term of AP multiplied by R raised to n minus 1. Just think of it like that. Fine? Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it is, so my last term will basically be A plus n minus 1 into D into
Good.
R raised to n minus 1. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Fine?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now what you do, you multiply your S with R. You multiply your S with R and shift it one term ahead. You shift it one term ahead. So what will happen? It will be AR. This will be A plus
A
D into R square. Fine.
square.
Then we have A plus 2D into R cube. So on. It will be A plus n minus 2D into R raised to n minus 1. And this last term will come at the last. Its value will be, what will be its value? It will be A plus n minus 1D R raised to n. Fine.
Sir,
So,
can you please
yeah,
tell again?
yeah, which one? From top?
No, 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 sir.
Okay.
Sir,
From
your
where?
voice is resonating.
Uh, yeah.
S into R, sir. How you get it?
Okay. See, my voice is like echoing.
No, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so see, what I'm doing is I am multiplying my whole thing, my whole series with R. Okay, I'm just multiplying my this whole series with R. So can you tell me what will be my first term when I multiply my first term with R? What will it be?
R.
What will be my second term?
A plus D R square.
A
A plus
plus
D into R.
So that is what I'm doing, and I'm just shifting it by one term.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So I'm just shifting that thing by one term ahead. So ideally I should have written AR just below it, but I am writing it one term ahead. So now I will subtract 2 from 1. So sorry, 1 from 2. So basically 2 minus 1 I will do. I will do 2 minus 1. Fine. I can do 2 minus 1, right? So it is S into R minus 1 is equal to. So what will this thing be?
S into Rn.
minus A plus DR.
Correct, correct. Minus A plus, will
DR
it be DR? Will it be DR or minus DR?
minus DR.
Correct. It will be minus DR. Or in other words, you can take this whole as minus also if you want. Okay, so currently. So it is minus DR. Okay, minus DR square minus DR cube. So on up to. What is this thing? Okay, just a minute. Minus, this thing will be D R raised to n minus 1. And then we have plus this term. A plus n minus 1 D R raised to n. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So the first term you have already got. R you already know. You know the value of R, right? You know the value of R. R you know. A you know. And can you tell me what will this square bracket become? What is this square bracket? Look at this square bracket and tell me. What is this series?
Sir, it is GP.
Correct. It is GP. So you can calculate the sum of this GP.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you can calculate the sum of this GP also. And at last you have A plus n minus 1 into D raised to d into r raised to n. Fine. So basically, you have everything now to calculate the s. Okay, there is nothing left.
And A, sir.
Sorry.
So what is R and A?
See, here we have this A is the first term. Fine.
Yes, sir.
A is the first term. D is the difference with which your coefficient of R is increasing. And your R is the common ratio. So I will just give you a small example of this series. So you have like 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus 4x cube, so on. So now can you tell me what is the value of A, D, and R? Can anyone tell me what is the value of A, D, and R?
A is 1, sir.
A is 1, correct?
2x
about
is
D?
D.
X
1x
is D?
X is
D is how
D.
much?
Minus 1, sir. D.
2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is what?
2x minus 1, sir.
Minus 1.
2x minus 1. Acha. Great. So first, I guess I should teach you about the nth term only, because I
X
guess
is
there is still how much?
X.
Okay. No worries.
X.
No worries. We'll just do it again. Oh, sorry. Why am I erasing it? So no worries. I'll just explain you this series again from the starting, because I think since you were not able to answer it, so you didn't get it. So see, it is 1. The first term is 1. The second term is 2x. The third term is 3x square. Fourth term is 4x cube, so on. Okay. So if you look at it, the first term is basically 1 into x raised to 0. Fine. Second term is 1 plus 1 into x raised to 1. Third term is 1 plus 2. Okay, 1 plus 2 into x square. Your third term, fourth term is basically 1 plus 3 x raised to 3. Now, can you think of it? See what is happening with your second term, your coefficient. X raised to 0, x raised to 1, x square, x cube. So it is going in GP.
Yes,
so now
sir.
can you tell me what is the value of R? What is the value of R?
Nth term.
You can, correct, Vignesh. R is X, correct. What is the value of A and D now?
D is on
Sir,
D
D
is,
is equal to 1, sir.
correct. And what
D
is your
equal-
A?
1, sir.
1.
Correct. Correct. Now everyone got it, right? How we do it? What is
Yes,
AGP? Okay, so I got it. The issue was in understanding the nth term. Okay, no worries. Yes, just one last question. So now tell me
more, sir.
what?
Time is more. 9:30.
Yeah, just last question. I'll just end it.
Not eating.
So tell me, anyone? Or okay, treat it as homework only. Fine. Thank you.
thank
Ma'am,
you.
class is over.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just a second, sir. Students, teachers మీ మంచి కోసమే ఇంత టైం తీసుకొని చెప్తున్నారు. It is not only your time. It is also teachers' time. So please respect their time also. They know. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Because it is the important topic, sir has extended. And today, if you observe, class also started at 8:30. right? It is for your future. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes,
No worries,
students.
no worries.
Again, we will meet tomorrow morning from 5 to 7. We have class tomorrow morning.
Ma'am, can we shift
We have class
class
tomorrow
timing
morning,
half
that is
hour
from
early?
5 to 7.
Ma'am, can we shift half hour early evening classes?
I'll just ask sir and let you. I'll
Okay,
ask
fine,
sir
fine.
and let you know, sir.
Okay, okay, fine,
Yes,
fine.
sir. Yes, students. Bye, everyone. And next time, please don't say like, sir, it is already time. It is 9:30. Okay, Navneet?
Navneet
Yeah.
is very busy, but he doesn't do the homework also.
Yes, bye, students. We will meet tomorrow morning from 5 to